Hello, travelers, and welcome to the Horror Greenbook, the channel that takes you from coast to coast and con to con. I am your travel guide, Brendan, and we are back here in the Scary Sanctuary, bringing to you another live watch party, bringing to you our 27th live watch party. Guys, we're moving right along. Hey, we got Make Me Ghostface for you in the house. What's going on, Ghostface? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And we will be watching Possessor, the Brandon Cronenberg film. It will be my first time seeing a Brandon Cronenberg film. And if he takes anything after his father, needless to say, this is going to be a pretty interesting watch. We got Bumper in the house. What's going on, Bumper? Happy Toys and Collectibles. Hola, hola. Got Donovan in the house. Captain Spaulding. What's going on, Captain Spaulding? Captain, my captain. Got Vero. Hey, what's going on, Vero? Hey, everyone's flooding in. Got Tony in the house. Hey, what's going on, Tony? Hey, everyone's coming in. It's a great start to the night, everyone. This will be my first time watching Possessor, as I said. Has anyone seen this film before, or will this be your first time watching this film? Hey, we got Steven W. Scott in the house. What's going on, Steven? And we got Papa Goss in the house. What's going on, Josh? Hey, looks like you guys are ready for some live watch party action tonight. Always good to see you guys in the house. Vero says she has never seen this. I've heard some things about it. I've been in a kind of body horror slash neon mood. I watched Titan earlier today, the French body horror film, and that was quite a watch. I really, really enjoyed it. I will be the first to probably say it's not for everyone. Not everyone's probably going to really enjoy it, but if you're into really strange, nice and visual French films, their whole outlook in regards to horror and the interpretations, I highly recommend it. It's a must see at least once, just for the at least the outlandishness of it. And surprisingly, as violent as it starts off, it ends off kind of emotionally and kind of wholesome in some way. So I recommend it, guys, if you've seen Titan. All right, first time for Stephen W. Scott. Tony's first time seeing it. All right. Donovan's never seen it. Started watching it one night, just never finished it. All right, cool, cool. Well, you're checking it out with friends, Josh. All right, guys. So let's just say we'll start the film at let's say 40 past the hour. That'll give everyone time to, take the pets out, get some snacks, do whatever you need to do, settle the kids down, and hang out tonight for what I imagine will be a very fun watch. I mean, I hear the name Cronenberg, and I know it's going to be good. So I kind of already know the synopsis of this film, so I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. So hey, let's get prepared for a very fun watch, guys. And of course, while you're here and you're getting ready, make sure to hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot, and reaching other horror lovers. And hey, I'm just glad to be here with you guys on this Monday night. It's going to be a fun one, guys. An actor from original Nightmare on Elm Street will be at Monsterpalooza, one of the cops. Oh, really? Oh, cool, cool. Well, I'll make sure to bring my poster then. I need to actually send my poster off to one of my friends in San Antonio because one of the guys, I think one of the doctors in Nightmare on Elm Street is going to actually be in San Antonio. So I need to get my poster down to a good friend so that they can secure that autograph for me. Let's see. You're gonna be at Monsterpalooza, Captain Spaulding. You hope. Hey, well, definitely if you end up coming, definitely hit me up so you, me, and Bumper, we can hang out, vibe for a bit, talk about movies, and just enjoy the convention fun. A lot of cons in Texas. Vera was telling you. Yeah, there are a lot of fun cons in Texas Bumper. And what I love about the Texas community, the Texas horror community, is no matter if it's a big, huge con like Texas Frightmare or something that's just a little smaller event that's held at like the gas station from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's bound to bring out a pretty good crowd of passionate fans. And it's not too uncommon to have fans that will travel from other cities. So, someone's coming from Dallas or someone's driving up from Houston up to Austin just to go and just have the fun and hang out with all the good people. So, for anyone that's going to be coming out to Texas Frightmare or Houston Horror Film Festival, make sure to come out and hang out with me. Yeah, Texas is big for a reason. Yeah, that's why I love Texas and California. Their community, as far as the convention crowd, is a lot of fun. The next big Texas HorrorCon looks pretty good, and OKC HorrorCon is shaping up nicely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all of the stuff that I can actually drive to, especially events like Texas Hunters Convention, because normally I've only been able to go to one day for that event because it's the schedule just didn't work out for me. There was always a conflict that I could only go for Sunday, which of course is the slowest day. But now, since they've moved venues and the time in which they held the event, I can actually go for the entire weekend. And needless to say, travelers, I am extremely, extremely excited about that. Danny Trejo is going to be a big Texas horror. Oh man, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna have to check into that. I would love to meet Trejo. Like seriously, I mean, Trejo's one of those actors that you love something he's been in. Like he was one of those guys that you just recognized just from being that tough guy in roles like that other guy who's all tatted up. You guys know the guy who's bald, normally has a goatee. Um, can't think of his name, but I see his face. And I know you guys see his face. I think of like certain films like Short Circuit and Nip Tuck. Just so many awesome roles he's had. All right, guys, we're less than 2 minutes away from hitting play on Possessor. You're gonna be at yes, Stephen W. Scott, guys, will be at OKC HorrorCon. Definitely check him out. Awesome books. Yeah, that would be dope to me, Trejo. You need his auto so bad on 3 posters, but can't send it because it's too. Yeah, yeah, can't. Yeah, it's a lot of money for sure, man. All right, guys, let me go ahead and make sure I have mine set up and see for anyone that is coming into the chat. I'm going to include the link to our Discord server in the chat. So if you are a member of Discord or if you want to just join our, up and coming vibrant community, definitely make sure to join. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great people. People just chiming in about, their horror fandom, the cool stuff they're watching, their collections. We even have a sports section, and we may even expand on more things depending on what you guys want to talk about in the server. So we may make it a bit more niche. So, all right, guys, let me go ahead and make sure I get my window set on this. But yeah, this is another Neon picture. Neon is definitely doing their thing. I am a big fan of their films. They're kind of like A24's weird little sibling, and I like it. All right, guys, press play. Make sure I pull up the chat. Oh, let's see that neon sign. Yeah, I'm really interested in this film. Unfortunately, this isn't the unrated version because I hear that the unrated version actually has a pretty gruesome or far out there scene that's pretty vital for understanding part of the story from what I hear. So after you guys watch this with me and hang out at the live watch party, you may want to go and do a little research on the unrated version of Possessor. I mean, hearing unrated and a Cronenberg, it's just one of those things that you kind of have to see. I could only imagine if prime David Cronenberg happened during the unrated era, where you didn't really have to worry about the MPAA. And of course, guys, if you ever need a timestamp, just ask for it. I will be more than happy to. All right, we are less than 2 minutes in, and we have blood and things piercing into bodies. His dad must be so proud. If I'm David Cronenberg's son, I'm gonna do my damnedest to try to gross him out. Yeah, it does feel Black Mirror-ish already, and the synopsis is pretty Black Mirror-ish. Yeah, Neon's definitely doing their thing. Two of their films last year were in my best of 2024. Of course, Long Legs, and the other was Cuckoo. Thanks a lot, Josh. I'm doing very well. It's been a pretty busy past few days. That's why finally got my selection for films this week up a bit late in preparation for Horror Hound and just things that I needed to take care of before that trip. So I'm looking forward to Horror Hound, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. One of my favorite horror conventions to go to, which is an upcoming video that I've been working on. My favorite horror conventions and why. So I'm gonna go through all the positives and negatives of those favorites to kind of help people kind of narrow down. You know, if you only had the time and money to go to one convention, kind of help you make that decision based on someone that kind of goes to them all over the country. Yeah, Horror Hound is pretty fun. Oh, Restless, what's going on, Oh Restless? Good to see you. I'm liking the camera movement so far. Giving that feeling of uneasiness. Oh, okay, all right. And we have blood. We are at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Happy. Yeah, this is very nice shots, Tony. That blood looks very good. One of the WNBA general managers. Where's my money? Those shoes are ruined. She definitely got her one pair out of those. Now, are we getting some self deletion here? Oh, yeah. Mission completed. Hmm. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, all right. Self deletion by cop. So, I mean, hey, it works just as well. Ooh, oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a nice shot. Beautiful blood squib or however they made that work. Yeah, I know, Happy. That was a pretty dope shot right there. That looked really good. All right, title card, and I reached my first, reached my first ad. I mean, well, hey, I mean, if I'm gonna reach my first ad, you might as well have it during the title card, right? That looks like well, that first ad was moving pretty quickly, but now I have Ryan Reynolds trying to shill Mint Mobile off on me. But I mean, hey, I should probably look into Mint Mobile. It's actually pretty affordable. So hey, I mean, Deadpool's actually helping me save money on my mobile bill. Or Van Wilder, whichever character you prefer. Just as long as it's not Wolverine Origins Deadpool, or at least before he had the operation. Like, you know, before the operation is cool, but after the operation, no, no, that Deadpool sucks. Treemation, okay. Yeah, okay. I guess making sure her mind is still okay and still her coming out of Inception. Taking your good old psyche valve. Yeah, I like spy type stuff. Like stuff evolving like espionage. I am a huge fan of it. So I'm a huge sucker for films like Atomic Blonde or Day of the Jackal, the movie and the show, all types of stuff. Doctor looks like Caitlyn Jenner. That'd be a pretty interesting doctor to have, right? Jeffrey Jason Lee. Yep, yep. No, probably not. Probably not safe. Hmm. You know what? She does look familiar, and I think that may be where she looks familiar from, and that could be adding to why this feels like Black Mirror. So you may be onto something, Ghostface. I always thought she was better looking than Phoebe in Fast Times. I agree. Yeah, I should actually do a re-binge into Black Mirror. There's some really, really good ones. And then you have Pig. that that is still one of the just most mind blowing first episodes of a series. Like I recommend people. I'm like, don't watch that episode first. So you can watch that after like 5 episodes. The Phoebe coming out of the pool to the car song. Yeah, that's classic. That's a classic. I mean, that scene was a lot of people's awakening. For me, in regards to 80s films, um, mine was Kelly LeBrock in Weird Science, especially the ending scene in the gym class. Yeah, that's whew. You can't hear that song without thinking that scene. Yeah, certain scenes are like just absolutely so tied to songs and vice versa that they're completely indistinguishable. Like you can't think of them without, the other. Oh, all right. Oh, hitting it. Oh, that's a pretty nice dance. Oh, Dolph's gonna be there at Dallas Fan Expo. Hmm. I wonder who that would be, Josh. If you so happen to catch that before I do, or if my day just gets away from me, make sure to send me a message about that. On the telephone. Bro, if it was Arnold, I would absolutely lose it. Now, that would be a huge get. And that would be a reason for me to go to Dallas Fan Expo because normally I'm just like, that show's just so huge. And the only reason for me to want to go is for an autograph. Hmm. Tom Arnold? Yeah, it'd be Tom Arnold for sure. uh, hmm. T. Odely. Hmm. Hey, man. All I know is if I can get Dolph and Arnold in the same building, getting a like something Rocky 4 signed and my Predator poster signed by Arnold, man, I would lose it. And it's crazy because I wonder what Arnold would cost because if people are losing their minds over Mark Hamill's autograph, how much would Arnold charge? Yeah, Tom Arnold. Yeah, I've met Tom. Tom was very nice. Tom spoke with my kiddo about his love for Roblox because he was wearing a Roblox shirt that said "Need money for Robux," and my son, of course, knew that reference. Yeah, I think his kids are around the same age as my son. Yeah, that would be really cool. Talked to a buddy at Frightmare last year, Kenny Mack, who works for JSA, and he told me last year there were rumors that Arnold, Jim Carrey, and Uma Thurman could show up. Man, look, take all my money. Take all the money. Yeah, like Uma, are you kidding me? Oh, it's like, all right, it's just PTSD. Bring him a nice cigar. Hey, that yeah. Tom was in a crazy movie called Animal Factory with William Defoe, Edward Furlong, and Danny Trejo. Okay, I'll have to check out that. Yeah, I love some. And the cool thing that like how Tom Arnold and Arnold Schwarzenegger are actually good friends. So that's pretty cool too. Like the most random of friendships. Uma did a private signing with Everest. Nice. Yeah, I'm for real. Like I may have to like sell an organ or something. Tony, I'm on 18 minutes and 50 seconds. Yeah, get a Tori Hanzo sword. Everest did a signing with Sam Jackson, Travolta, and Uma, which was super pricey. But I should have taken the loan out. Now that would be worth. I'm not gonna lie, that would be worth a pretty penny. Sam Jackson, Travolta, and Uma Thurman. And then just imagine if you could get like Quentin on that. Like if you just so happened to like show up to his theater and he just so happened to be there. On a work trip a few years ago in New York and saw Uma Thurman just walking down the street. Yeah, I know. When you're in like places like that, like especially in New York, they can kind of like, fade in with the crowd in a lot of cases. So a lot of people, a lot of celebs try to live a normal life, especially in New York, because they know people are just like, who cares? I gotta share the street with you. You gotta share the street with me. Fangirl so hard, yeah. She would have been so cool to meet. Like this is already weird and freaky, and you just know this is just gonna get even more just like crazy and messed up. Yeah, for real, Josh. Like it's crazy because I kind of had like a moment like that last year at JFK Airport. I so happened to see Jeffrey Wright in the airport. He was, I'm just hanging out, waiting on my flight to basically board, and I see this guy walking, and I'm just like, man, that guy kind of looks familiar, and it's Jeffrey Wright, and I'm like, wow, I want to say something to him, but he gave me that look, and I gave him that look where it kind of looked like he just did not want to be recognized at that moment. So it's like, hey, I totally respect that. I just kind of gave him that, knowing glance, like, hey, how's it going? But yeah, that's so crazy how that happens. But definitely internally, I was just like, man, that's fucking Jeffrey Wright. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him in the new season of The Last of Us, which will be coming out next month. Jeffrey Wright, pretty cool actor. You will probably recognize him from tons of things like Shaft. The Shaft with Samuel L. Jackson. He played the villain. He was also in Westworld. He was in Westworld. He was in the film Basquiat. He's a great character actor. He's been in a ton of things. Yeah, you're right. Commissioner Gordon in the newest Batman. You've seen Bruce Willis, Britney Spears, Roach from the People Under the Stairs, and Mr. T on the Streets. Man, that's a pretty eclectic mix. Man, love some Bruce, man. It's so sad to hear about his condition. Just hoping for the best for him. Where did you see Britney Spears at? And also, where did you see Mr. T at? Like, Mr. T was one of those people that I wanted to meet. So, I mean, I still want to meet Mr. T, but when I was a kid, oh my gosh, I would have freaked out meeting Mr. T. But then again, I would freak out meeting Mr. T now. Yeah, those are some pretty big ones. I felt lucky. Looked like she was headed to a yoga class and she was perfectly statuesque. I would imagine so. Like she seems very, tall and very long limbs. She has just such a elegant, presence. Like she would have made like a very cool dancer, I think, as well. Like seeing how she moves in like Kill Bill in those action scenes. She definitely has a certain way with how her body looks when she's moving. Yeah, gotta love Britney. Britney's an absolute icon. I mean, you gotta think about this small town girl from Louisiana, what she was able to, what she has been able to accomplish, and she's gone through a time. You're on the set across the street in New York when they were filming a Woody Allen movie, and my friends and I shouted across the street at him. That's cool. Yeah, I mean that's a perfectly New York story. You're like, man, I was just you know happened to see a Woody Allen film being made. You're driving through Laguna Beach. When you met, well, when you saw Brittany, and Mr. T was in Chicago when we were working on a bridge. He stopped in traffic and told us take it easy. Oh, that's dope. Like I pity the fool that don't take it easy. God love some Mr. T. One of my early memory that I always remember as a kid, especially revolving around Mr. T, was my first ever time going to the state of Florida as a kid. I was maybe 6, 7 years old, and this was Jacksonville, Florida, and my sister had just given birth to my niece. So of course, my parents and I went to go visit, and we went to like this flea market, just to get out and just see all types of cool stuff. And one of these vendors had these like you guys remember like those boxing puppets that you pull the little triggers on the inside and it would just make the little movement like this. So they had one that was, of course, a Sylvester Stallone one for Rocky, and they had also another one for Clubber Lang, Mr. T. And man, when I tell you, I wanted those so bad. I begged and I begged and I begged. And I was close to getting it, but you know how like your parents will give you that choice of like, well, you'll either get this or you'll get this, and it's just one of those things where it's just like, why? But it prepared me for hard decisions at conventions where you have to pick and choose. So I still think about those puppets to this day. One time when I was a kid, my family and I were in downtown Chicago, and they were filming at Grant Park, and we were on the set of a Casey and JoJo music video. Oh wow, okay, that's dope. That's a memory you won't forget. I have yet to see a celeb out in public, but super awesome you got to see her. Yeah, getting her prep for her next mission. I've run into musicians many times, but not a lot of celebs. Oh, you met Tom before? How tall would you say he was, Tony? Tom was at an event at my mall when I lived in Colorado, but I got there late. You took your band CD? Nice, nice. Seems like someone who would be down to earth. Yeah, a lot of it's cool when you meet people that are just really, really just laid back. Where you're just like, man, you have this super cool life where I'm pretty sure you have people kissing your ass all day, but you just so happen to be very cool, And not only that, but it's kind of hard to not get a big head, I'd imagine. But when the people that just so manage to just be like, no, man, I'm just this guy or gal from this place. Oh, yeah, this is a cool effect. Oh, nice. 6'2", maybe. He has a big ass. Oh, these are nice transitions. Very good editing too. Really gives you that whole out of body experience of jumping out of yourself and into another person. Yes, you may have a timestamp. 27 minutes 58 seconds. Oh, seeing the cross with the eyes opening. Is that symbolism? What could that mean? Yeah, that is a very cool effect bumper. No problem at all, Ghostface. I'm gonna have to go back and check out the titles of those books because you know they were just there for a reason. You're at 31:44. Don't worry, I won't spoil anything. Okay, we're getting close. Um, this is a very interesting concept, and it makes me think. Okay, guys, if you could jump into the body of anybody else, what type of debauchery could you get into? Now, okay, what person would you spend a day in their body as? So just name off certain people. It doesn't have to be for a particular reason. You don't have to name the reason, but I can think of a few people that would be pretty nice to wonder what it would be like to live their life for a day. And then some people I'm just like, I wonder what the headache is like living your life. Ghosty's like, oh boy. Every time I see this dude, I always think of him as like the great value Jon Snow because he looks just like Kit, but I know this dude's a good actor. I've seen him in a few things, and I'm always just like, okay, but I can never remember his name. All right, we're gonna get some male full frontal. So maybe this is our first time jumping in a guy's body. This would be totally how I would expect most women to spend their time as a guy. Like, oh, so this is what this is like. Margot Robbie. Oh, it's like, hey, Ava. It's like trying to get it right. We're like, Ava. I mean, Ava. I love some Margot Robbie. Yeah. Speaking of celebrities, guys, one thing that I love about you guys is that you all seem to be pretty understanding fans and people when it comes to cons and stuff. But sometimes being a part of different convention Facebook groups, you come across people that will whine about some of the most ridiculous things. Yeah, that's what I was like. He's like the great value Jon Snow. But basically at the recent what was it, Monster Mania? Of course Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon were there, but you had people that were pretty pissed about Susan Sarandon basically being enclosed. in the vendor room. So like she had like a tent. So it was a whole tarped off, roped off experience. So people couldn't, necessarily see her unless you're going to actually get an autograph from her. And certain people were just so like mad about that. Where it's like, well, I mean, that happens at other cons where they'll have a separate room. So, you know, you're not going to be able to get that free picture from the hour. You're just like, hey, I took a picture from, 20 yards away of Susan Sarandon, even though, I'm not going to go and pay for it. And then you had other people that were mad because her and Gina Davis were basically sitting down in their photo ops, and they received instructions from the handlers before, like no talking, no touching. And certain people were like, I'm spending this money and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, that's pretty much par for the course in regards to celebrity photo ops. It's pretty much a cattle call. Come in here, take your picture, leave. And you're not even going to get a redo in a lot of cases unless you have a good photographer that actually really cares. So I just rolled my eyes at a lot of people. It's a lot of people that feel really entitled to a lot of these celebrities in a lot of ways. And it's just like, man, be thankful that this woman's even coming out to greet the fans. If you want to have that time, shell up the money to get that autograph. Bill Skarsgård? Okay. Yeah, Bumper. That's one of those things that just really just like, it's one of my big pet peeves where people just whine in the lines. It's just like, all right, did you really think you're going to be the only person that wanted to see John Carpenter? Oh, wow. They were going to whole rope off an area for you. And it kills me also the people that get mad at the VIPs. It's like, dude, shell out the extra money if you want to, not have to wait that extra bit in line. But, don't hate the player, hate the game, as they said as a kid when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, certain people just don't want to, you know, come to a realization that, hey, these celebrities, they have bills to pay too. And then people are just like people that complain about the prices of autographs now. And it's just like, man, look, that's the going rate now. You're going to pay the going rate of $40 to $60 on the low end for an autograph. If you're paying less than $40 now, you're getting either they're just getting their feet wet in the con game, or they're doing everyone a big favor. But I mean, the fact that people complain about, certain celebrities' prices. I mean, like people that complain about Mark Hamill's prices. Yeah, I mean, I get it. That sucks to pay. What was it? $800, $600, depending on the item for Mark Hamill's autograph. But it's just like, dude, there's only one Luke Skywalker. you know, I can see if it's just like he only was the Joker. And it's like, all right, well, I mean, there's other Jokers. There's, Jack Nicholson. There's Heath Ledger. There's, you know, just countless ones. You got Joaquin, Cesar Romero. So, I mean, yeah, I could see if that was the only thing he ever went on to do and he only did stuff like the Guyver. But, dude, you're the only Luke Skywalker there's ever been. And when he's gone, that money that you spend on that signature is going to go up. So, hey, you got to pay to make that game. You've only had 2 redos in photo ops only because the actress told them to. Exactly, Bumper. Sometimes the actors or the actresses really care. Sometimes you get a photographer that's just like, oh no, this is a bad picture. Let me take another one. So I love that. You got a pre-sale for your new book going on? Nice. It's called Do You Hear What I Hear? Okay, I'll be on the lookout for that, Steven. Yeah, $40 ain't bad. Oh, man, there's a lot of full frontal in this. Oh wow, okay. They're going all in here now. Yeah, 40's lucky. Like seriously. I mean, you got people now that expect Robert England's autograph to still be $25. It's like, dude, get real. How much does Nick Castle charge? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's 60. Yeah, yeah. I remember when I got my Nick Castle autograph, it was 60. Adrian Barbeau got your redo. Tony's like, oh yeah, baby, Ghosties. Yeah, they're really turning up in this movie. I love it. I mean, if I'm seeing this type of 3D action going on, I'm going into some sensory overload as well. I know Darcy from the last drive-in would most likely be a fan of this. She's all about more full frontal male nudity in horror films. Yeah, that dude actually, and it wasn't just full frontal. That dude had a boner. So that's not something you see often in films. Free the Wang. Yeah, Nick is a very cool guy. Yeah, Nick is totally like meeting an uncle. It was cool seeing him at Scarefest on the closing day. They had the big Lexington Halloween parade, and he was just walking in the crowd. We saw him, because a lot of people were going over from the convention to the parade, and it was cool just to see Nick Castle just walking along in the crowd, and only real film buffs and horror movie fans know who Nick Castle is. So it was just like cool to see him walk past, and it's just like, hey, what's going on, Nick? And he's like, hey, and he's just walking by himself through the crowd. It's just like, man, that's Michael Myers there. He's doing the shape walk. Oh yeah, this is a very trippy movie. I like this. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I've met both of them. Um, they were last at Houston Horror Film Fest the year before last. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Wang in Spartacus, that's for sure. And it's so funny. I was just thinking about how I needed to watch Spartacus again. That's such an awesome show. And I can't help but feel sad because that first dude in the first season of Spartacus that played that role, man, that dude was perfect, the perfect Spartacus. And it just sucks that he passed right after that first season. That dude was awesome, and the guy who took over the role was very good as well. But that first dude was just perfect. He had the look and everything. My sister and I have planned to go see Corey Feldman several times at Frightmare in the Falls, but he cancels every. Don't hold it against him, but it is disappointing. Yeah, Corey will definitely cancel on some things for sure. I'm so lucky that I met him on my first attempt on trying to meet him. And it went off pretty well. I didn't really have to wait in the line very long. Um, and pretty great interaction. I didn't buy one of those love box sets that they tried to sell me. Oh, they showed the Lost Boys before their set. Where was the Feldman concert at, Tony? Yeah, that dude was the best Spartacus. All right, I'm just getting back from an ad. If anyone's curious, I'm at 41 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, I like the very surreal acid trip vibes with this film. Like, it started off very strong, and now you're getting into, you know, the psychological aspect of having a career like this and the lingering effects from that. And you just know this is going to get so messed up later. There we got another cross in the eyes. Yeah, those box sets are so crazy. Have you seen have you seen the reviews of people that have bought that? There's this one guy that I stumbled across his YouTube channel, and he took out a GoFundMe to buy that box set, and it's just so crazy, just the amount of trash that is in that box set. And it's good to like. It's crazy to know like the amount of people that are strangely fascinated with Corey Feldman as much as I am. Like, you have people whose channels are basically just Corey Feldman content about, hey, Corey just did this, or this is the new craziness going on in his life. It's a constant roller coaster ride. Yeah, he is pretty elusive for sure. I took a chance, and I'm glad that I went to San Antonio for no, what's that, San Antonio? No, that was in Houston for that event. That was put on by the people that do the Houston Horror Film Fest. Yeah, people were all pissed when they got it. It was missing the Hershey Kiss, and yeah, the cardboard flowers are all dinged up. So he played at the House of Blues in San Diego. Dr. Dre's son came out to do. Oh, nice. Comeback King. We're gonna have to do like some Corey's films. Maybe on whenever I get back to doing the Tuesday disgraceful double features. Whenever it's my time to do one, I think I have a cool double feature that I want to put together, but hopefully the films will be there. So we'll see who's in the chat for next week, and well, not next week. We'll see who's in the chat tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So Steven, if you're interested, we have films that we show on our disgraceful double features, and also Oh Restless. You haven't chosen a film just yet, so if you guys are interested in picking a film for our disgraceful double features that we do on Tuesday, definitely let me know. That's a way in which we're trying to get more engagement from the subscribers that support the channel. Speaking of which, next week's selections will be excellent. Hold on. Speaking of which, I have something to show you guys as well, but I'll do that after the film. Stay tuned for a very special announcement after the film in regards to disgraceful double features. You do not want to miss this. This is very big, very, very big. But let's see what everyone's saying. Yeah, it was fun. They actually didn't sound terrible minus the drummer, but he just died. Yeah, I remember that about the drummer. I imagine it would be. He's a trip that has a special place in our generation's hearts. Oh yeah, for sure. He's like that cousin that's a little far out there, but the stuff that he's been through. Like, he's been through some really dark stuff, and we're just grateful that he's still alive and with us. So we're just like, hey, man, we're just going to enable you to live your life. But yeah, we have a very, very big announcement in regards to tomorrow's live watch party. We will be showing Night of the Demons, which was picked by Lori, and we will be showing The Stuff, which was picked by Happy, So that's going to be another great double feature for tomorrow. But we'll see who's in the chat for tomorrow. But I'm thinking Oh Restless and maybe Steven picking the films for tomorrow. I mean next week. But the idea, of course, is B movie schlocky. It doesn't necessarily have to be horror. Just something that shows your taste and personality in films. But some of the films that we have shown over the past couple of weeks would be like An American Werewolf in Paris. We've shown Poultrygeist. um, we've shown Blood Diner. Like we've shown some amazing films. Some that I've been familiar with, and some that would be my first time ever checking out. You know, had a fan favorite like Maximum Overdrive. Yes, Steven, like you choosing, you making the choice for the film for next Tuesday's live watch party. So you could definitely message me if you want any advice or want to run any recommendations by me for films that you may be thinking of. But basically, the only real protocol for the films that you choose would be it's available on some sort of free serving, a free free streaming service such as Tubi, Pluto, and others. And that is just B movie cult film type vibes. When you get a chance, can I get the timestamp? Oh, no problem at all, Lori. You can always ask, guys. We're at 49 minutes of Possessor. Speaking of Lori jumped in like right when her name was mentioned not too long ago. So perfect timing, Lori. You're jumping in at a pretty explicit time, Lori. So we're warning you now. But this has been a pretty fun film, Lori. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend rewatching it again from the beginning. Very Cronenberg esque. I mean, considering he's a Cronenberg. Oh, you're out of the loop then? Something for you to catch up on? I'm curious to see how things have evolved. Oh, nice, nice. But yeah, when I went, they did have the angels there. And he was still with his I guess ex-wife or wife that he separated from. So yeah, she was there. She was on the keyboards. Yeah, yeah. When I was there, he was with his wife. It's crazy. Have you guys seen his new girlfriend? Yeah, yeah. Pretty much back to back. Texas Frightmare and Palooza. So I'm gonna have to really get on my editing immediately on Monday, and then turn around and get back geared up and ready for Palooza. So it's gonna be a very, very fun week for sure. Yeah, I need to get on that. Yeah, the beginning is pretty fun, Lori. Yeah, it would be fun to meet Tom. So I definitely really need to look on that. My son will be very interested in meeting him as well too. Yeah, he posted a video talking about people. Yeah, complaining about people talking about his new chick. Yeah, the reason why I found out about her is because of course, like I said, the algorithm knows I'm a Corey Feldman uh, fan or stalker in some ways. And yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't know he was separated from his wife. But then again, I mean, not surprising. Where the next conventions, um, my next convention that I'll be at is Horror Hound, and that is in Cincinnati. Um, I'm thinking about going to Still City Con, but I won't be putting up much content for the channel unless I see horror cosplayers. But I'll be in Pittsburgh, so I'm planning on getting some George A. Romero related content and filming location, related stuff. So I'm planning on being in Pittsburgh at the beginning of April. Then there are a few other local conventions that I'm thinking I'll be able to make in April, but I'm not too sure on April just yet. But May, I will definitely be at Texas Frightmare, and then oh goodness, Monsterpalooza. Goodness, had a brain fart. Yeah, I'm very geeked about the filming locations in Pittsburgh. If things work out in my favor, I'm gonna try to maybe go by the Buffalo Bill House because that's right outside of Pittsburgh as well. But being that I have good friends in Pittsburgh, and I won't have to worry about getting a rental or a hotel, I'm pretty sure that there will be other trips there. It's always cool when you get a Skarsgård in a film. You know it's going to be good. Yeah, I did make it to the Chuck Berry house. I did. I was able to stop by for a bit. It was pretty similar to when I went to the Outsiders house. It was just enough time for me to stop by, pay my respects, and then like get out. But I definitely want to go back when they do. Hopefully, when they complete the museum there, the creepy bridge for Buffalo Bill's house. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to do Buffalo Bill's house. I met the guy that's the owner back in Boston at TerraCon, and he was a very cool dude. Obviously a big horror fan, and I mean he did the smart thing. I mean, you buy a iconic filming location. I mean, why not open it up to fans? That's just asking to own a money machine. So I mean, that's what I would do if I owned the Nightmare on Elm Street house. Nancy's house. So I mean, I would have totally opened up to all the Freddy fans and horror fans in general. Hey, how's it going? Well, hey, you're here. All right. The timestamp is 55 minutes and 10 seconds. Man, that's so cool though. No worries in missing tonight's flick. Mephistophilina. That's a mouthful. So you're gonna be Felina. The apartments are not too far away from there. Same town where Buffalo Bill threw the American Girl in van. Yeah. I have a list of some filming locations, and of course, the Silence of the Lambs stuff that's filmed out that way is definitely on the list. So I'm gonna try to fit in as much as I can for that weekend that I'm there. And the good thing is I only have to worry about going to Still City Con one day. It sucks, but it's a bit of a bright side because normally Steel City Con has a very good list for horror fans, but this one doesn't have too many horror related people. So that I could just take care of in one day. So I'll probably just go on Saturday. You're on you're on the porch drinking Irish beer. Oh, it's AB. What's up, Amanda? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just using like a regular Logitech camera. I forget which one it is. Let me see the name of this particular camera. Give me a second. Where's my display capture? Oh, my video capture device. Yeah, is Logitech HD Pro Cam, the C920, and I'm using an Audio Technica, and that one is the model is the AT2020. But yeah, guys, AB is freaking amazing. Tony, you and AB have a very similar sense of humor. So I'm glad to have you in here, Amanda. Yeah, it all plugs into my PC. I have a setup that I can plug in all my USBs, and it makes it a bit easier. But yeah, it's pretty efficient. It's pretty basic. I wanted to go with something that was affordable, but would kind of help the setup look a bit better than stock webcam and camera. You drinking some Kilt Lifter? Yeah, that's a good thing. AB is a fellow beer connoisseur. She enjoys a good brew, so you are with kindred spirits for sure. All the Grims went there. Yeah, I love their content. Like they're just living it up in Italy right now. I'm so jealous. You got a Canon Power Shot for cheap at a pawn shop. I'm looking into a mic that attaches. Yeah, I've been needing to get. You know what? For my next camera, I'm thinking what I may go with. I think I may go with a DJI, but I'm not sure just yet. I'm gonna weigh my options. Life Force. So you're thinking Life Force, Steven? All right. Well, we could definitely do Life Force. It looks like Steven may have his selection. Well, I mean, but the thing is, you have time to get your selection in. So you have until Friday. We have seen neither Trimmers or Life Force on this channel just yet, and both of those would be awesome selections. So you could choose, now, or feel free to choose later. There is no rush. You will have until Friday to choose. Yeah, Life Force rocks, and probably the most awesome display of nudity ever in a film. Very brave of that actress. I always think that whenever I think of Life Force. And then I'll start your. Then you're gonna start your YouTube channel. So like another 2 years. Hey, it's a learning curve. I mean, it doesn't have to take 2 years. You can learn how to learn how to edit on the job like I did. I'm constantly learning new stuff, and it's being forced to because I meet so many cool people like you all. That I just was forced to do a Discord server. I'm like, you know what? I'm so addicted to hanging out with you all and vibing, talking about our favorite films and just what's going on in our lives. Why wait until the next live watch party? We can always be in contact with each other and chill. So, all right. So, guys, Steven has made his choice of Life Force. So, we got our first film for the disgraceful double features. So, we're going to wait to see if Old Restless comes back or if he comes back tomorrow. And if We'll see if he wants to decide on the film, or if not, we could probably get AB to make a choice. So, AB, you may be on standby for your selection. So I'm just letting you know. Yeah, she is a total babe in that movie, right, Tony? Yeah, he's putting a bean on him. It's like, ooh, there we go. And we're getting some more action. Uh, AV says she asked in the Discord if anyone has seen Extraordinary, Irish horror comedy. Very fun. Okay, I'll have to check it out. You have great recommendations and great taste, so I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for that. Is it on streaming or anything, or is it streaming anywhere right now? Vero says I just got the DJI. I got the Best Buy to price match it for the Costco price. Oh, nice. So far, I've been loving it and excited to try it at the con. Okay, test the quality. Oh, you're excited to try it at the con to test the quality? Yeah, yeah. I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers that I admire make the switch to the DJIs. Um, oh wow, that's so cool. I have a Canon, and I got it, through watching those same YouTubers. So, the DJI is literally the same price point as the one that I have currently. So if I could get it price matched for sure for Costco, that's something I'm very interested in, and it has some really nice quality. What editing program do I use? I use a free one. It's called OpenShot Video Editor. It's a pretty simple one to learn on. Um, you can find it for free online. You can just Google OpenShot Video Editor, and it'll take you to the official site. Sorry, girl, I gotta put you down. No witnesses. Oh, you don't think you've seen Life Force? All right, we got another Toby Hooper film that we'll be adding. And the cool thing about that one, I love that one. I love Clown House, and Clown House just celebrated an anniversary, I believe, not too long ago. Ooh, nice headshot. Yeah, Vero does have some very nice editing. I wish my editing was that good. Okay, yeah, Tubi has the original version. Hey, it's all good. No worries. We could definitely do the original version. I mean, it's still just as fun. We're more so here to vibe and enjoy a good movie together. Like with this one, this is not the uncut version. Apparently, there's a uncut version that has a very graphic scene that helps out with understanding this plot more, or is pretty essential to the story. Yeah, Matilda May. Yes. You think it just got added to Hulu? Okay. Yeah, it was a nice kill, right? You downloaded DaVinci Resolve. Let me know how DaVinci Resolve is, because I'm actually thinking of going into a more advanced editing software. This one is pretty simple, very bare bones, very basic. And now that I have gotten used to using this for about 2.5 years, I kind of feel like I want to spruce up my editing some. So I'll look into DaVinci Resolve. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, Clown House is awesome. Clown House is a pretty fun one. And Clown House is fun because Clown House actually has Joe Bob Briggs commentary, because well, not commentary, but he has segments on it because Clown House was on Monster Vision, I believe. Oh, mission's not going right. It might be too advanced for you. You need the training wheels. I would say definitely check out Open Shot. There are some very good tutorials out there. You could pretty much learn everything that you'll probably need in regards to editing an open shot within a good 10 to 15 minutes. It's pretty simple. You messed up. You messed up. Yeah, I'm liking Brandon Cronenberg's use of the camera. A lot of shifting shots. The camera's definitely moving at all types of crazy angles. Is adding to the whole disorienting feeling. Uh oh. I always feel like somebody's watching me. If you chat the rep, they might not check the difference in Costco versus Best Buy. So I got the Best Buy one with the mic versus the Costco one that has. Oh, nice, nice, sweet. Yeah, that's why I always try to do stuff like that when it comes to price matching. Hopefully, you get lucky. Yeah, you just all right. I get the premium one for the price of the bare bones one. You're old and infirm and easily confused. uh, yeah, it's being a millennial um in this day and age. I'm becoming more and more of a Luddite. That's for sure. It's like these kids and their TikTok and their beat bop and their hip hop. Just want to tell them all to get off my lawn. Yeah, this is definitely giving me the vibe of what I would expect Infinity Pool to be like. Like it's definitely giving me that vibe of like I'm also like a cure for wellness. Just that whole like man, this is very unsettling, not right whatsoever. You know this isn't gonna end good. Yeah, I really need to see Infinity Pool. I've heard some good things about it, and I love Mia Goth. I mean, anything Mia is in, I'm down. Yeah, exactly. Caitlin Cronenberg had that Humane movie that was pretty fun. I've never seen Humane. I've heard of it, but I need to check that out. Is that yeah? I know. Just when you whittle stuff down on the watch list, more stuff pops up. Like I said, like I've been meaning to see Possessor for ever since it came out. Same as Teton, and it's just like all right, I'm in a body horror mood, so I might as well do an unofficial neon double feature tonight. It's like Secession, but a slasher kind of. All right. There's something else that I saw that kind of reminded me of Secession a bit. Um. Oh. There's this movie that's on Shutter called Wolfkin. It kind of reminds me a bit of Secession. It's kind of like Secession with werewolves. Yeah, I know. Like my letterboxed, like I'm always adding something to the watch list. Like as soon as I'm knocking stuff off, there's something else. Like that's the thing about knowing other cinema files, that there's always something to recommend someone, and there's always a new recommendation to receive. Like there's this one film that I absolutely have to see, and this is something that may go on a disgraceful watch party in the future. It's this film. Let me double check the actual title of it, but I saw. Well, I was recommended this on a YouTube channel for someone that whose taste I really respect, and I'm like, you know what? This sounds like an awesome premise. And being a millennial, I'm not too PC, so it doesn't really take much to really like offend me. But there's this film. Okay, yeah. It's called Four Lions. Now, first of all, has anyone seen Four Lions before? If you haven't, this is the premise. It's called the premise from Letterbox goes like this. We are four lions. Four Lions tells the story of a group of British jihadists who push their abstract dreams of glory to the breaking point. As the wheels fly off, their competing ideologies clash. What emerges is an emotionally engaging and entirely plausible farce. Now, this film is kind of like What We Do in the Shadows, but for terrorists. Like it's an incredibly interesting concept where like these guys are planning a terrorist attack, but they are fully bumbling idiots. And as the plot thickens and things go along, shit just gets really crazy. And I've heard that it is absolutely hilarious. And it's currently on Tubi right now. And I'm like, you know what? This is totally my type of sense of humor. It was released in 2010. So, of course, still in the midst of everything that was going on in the 2010s. So, it kind of probably slipped under people's radars. But that premise was like, oh, yeah, very What We Do in the Shadows, very Borat. Yeah, that's definitely something I would love to check out. Your daughter called it 2 hours of in 2 hours of enchantment and 15 minutes of horror. All right, I'll definitely check that out. All right, so it looks like no one's really checked that out before. Okay, you gonna download it? All right, looks like some people are gonna check it out. Yeah. Like it seemed like a very cool premise, and I'm like, you know what? I need to check this out. And actually, now that I think about it, I need to actually add that humane. Added it to the wish list now. Yeah, I just reached my next ad, guys. You love what we do in the shadows. Yeah, I know. Epic movie, epic show. I pray at the altar of Nadia. Like I see heart eyes whenever I see Nadia or a Nadia cosplayer. Yeah, it looks like a fun movie. So I'm definitely going to check that out, guys. If you guys are enjoying the disgraceful double features, it seems like a film that we'd enjoy. Yes, I know. uh, Naja is so awesome. Oh, this mission didn't go as planned. I like this film. I think this is also going to be one of those films that will probably reward you on rewatches. Yeah, Laszlo. Laszlo is awesome. Oh, and there you have it. highly recommend Toast of London if you like insane British comedies. I do love insane British comedies. Okay, let me go ahead and add that as well. Like I said, guys, I mean, the wish list just totally keeps being added. Oh, Matt Berry. Oh, Matt Berry. Hey, no problem at all, Captain Spaulding. We are at 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 15 seconds. We gotta re-scramble these eggs right here. Don't get out of work till 3 a.m. Oh, man. Burning that midnight oil. I've been there. Those late shifts can be pretty fun, though. I've had some pretty fun times. there's been a there's been bits in what we do in the shadows where Laszlo is playing the Toast of London theme in the show Easter egg. Oh, okay. Now I'm really interested in checking it out. Must go to bed, so I have to finish the movie later. Good night and have unpleasant dreams. Hey, good night, Steven. Take it easy, and thank you for your selection for disgraceful double features next week. Just though I've met Nightmare Christie, wanted me to too. Yeah, Christie's a very good friend of mine. She's an absolute sweetheart. I love meeting horror fans and especially women that are horror lovers. That's always a great thing to see. And her being a business owner, being a horror personality. Her and Philip are very, very cool people. So they definitely always have my support. What's the double feature next week? Well, so far we only have one double feature. Well, one of the films for next week's double feature, which will be Life Force, chosen by Steven. We were going. I was going to go with Oh Restless, choosing the next film, but Oh Restless sometimes flows in and out to sometimes say hello. So if we don't hear from O Restless, let's just say if we don't hear by O Restless tomorrow, then AB, the second selection will fall to you then. So you are the basically the reserve for next week's disgraceful double feature. So be scouring Tubi for some good schlock. Schlock, Av. I know I can fully trust you with that assignment. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you will choose if Oh Restless doesn't show up tomorrow. Yeah, I know it really sucks that their location closed in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, thankfully they're going to keep the virtual store open. I imagine that they probably paid a pretty huge amount in rent for that store. It was a pretty huge store, so hopefully they'll be able to maybe return. Ooh, smushy, turned her head to a squishy. Oh yeah, I know. Av Schlock is your middle name. Yeah, that's so cool. And for those of you that don't know, AB and me go way back. Oh, and also, Tony, AB is also drive-in mutant. We met in our Slack group for the last drive-in. So we're always kicking back and taking the piss out of each other, as my British friends would say, while watching Joe Bob Briggs and just all types of cool films. Ooh, good blood, good gore. This mask reminds me of the mask from possibly in Michigan. So thanks a lot, Ghostface, for that recommendation. I see that mask in my dreams. That is very much a possibly in Michigan type mask. Yeah, I'm loving that mask. You got to meet him twice last year. I know. I love Joe Bob. And yeah, and Tony's been to a jamboree as well. Yeah, you're possibly in Michigan PTSD. I know, right? That gaping mouth just does. It's just like it's very blow up dollish, and it's just like very unsettling. Yeah, Tony went to the jamboree, and it's so crazy because if I knew Tony then, we would have been kicking it at the jamboree, having beers and being very, very inebriated. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those films that you know is very unsettling. It does its job in that 12-minute span. Like one of the comments summed it up perfectly when they're like, you know what? I'm only 2 minutes in, and it feels like it's been 30 minutes. And I'm like, yep, that's it. Yeah, that's so crazy how that happens. Like, it reminds me of how like me and Bumper crossed paths so many times before meeting. But hey, everything's meant to happen. Everything is totally meant to happen, and I'm glad that we're hanging out and enjoying these movies. Yeah, that would be cool if Joe Bob was at the Gathering of the Ghouls. I'm a bit sad because Joe Bob's going to be at Cult Classic Con in Austin um, this weekend. Oh, speaking of which, Vero, since you're out near that way, you should definitely check out Cult Classic Con if you weren't already planning on going out that way. Yeah, oh my gosh, I love those songs. And Animal Cannibal, I am totally down to sing Animal Cannibal at karaoke. Yeah, the story with the unicorn killer. Yeah, I mean, that whole scenario is just totally bizarre. Yeah, I know. I was so left to be at Cult Classicon, so I'm a bit bummed that like literally there's Cult Classicon, and then in San Antonio they're doing Kings of Horror. They're having their first convention, and that looks like a pretty good time. And I'm just like, oh man, I hate that Horror Hound is going on that same weekend. Okay, so you are going to Cult Classicon? Oh, have so much fun for us. Cult Classic is a great con. They get very good guests. I'm very sad because I wanted to go this year, but when I found out that Horror Hound was going on the same weekend, I'm just like, got to make the tough decisions. But yeah, enjoy it, Vero. Definitely enjoy it. And definitely if you get a chance, meet Joe Bob and Darcy. They're awesome. Rod DeShear is actually going to be there as well. I'm so sad I'm not going to be there. So mad. Weird pet peeve. I hate that he gets a serial killer name but only murdered one person. I know, right? That really bugged me. But then again, I mean, when your name is Einhorn, and that translates to one horn. I'm like, okay, I guess you get a cool name. You're the unicorn. But then again, I guess the unicorn was so rare he only killed one person. So there you go. I mean, that's the unlucky time to run across a unicorn. You're unfortunately you're not attending Friday or Saturday when Joe Bob is going. Oh, I get that. Yeah, it's kind of hard making both of those. You have to make a decision. That's what I would have done. Had to have done if I happened to be in Texas for those events. So I'm a bit sad that I'm going to miss out. I do not miss out on the chance to meet Joe Bob and Darcy. That's for sure. You think Darcy hates Arizona? Why do you think she hates Arizona, AV? Yeah, my friend talked to actually my goodness, Felicia, who's oh my gosh, who has the pens business, guys. She talked to Darcy, and she explained how that she thinks how Darcy says that she doesn't envision any more jamborees in the upcoming future, which a lot of the fans kind of anticipated, but just getting that confirmation was a bit of a bummer. But I'm definitely looking forward to going to Arizona for the weekend that Days of the Dead Phoenix and Mad Monster Party Arizona will be there. Robert England's going to be there at Mad Monster Party, and with them splitting the same weekend, VIPs haven't sold out yet for Mad Monster Party, so I may actually shell out that extra money to do VIP at Mad Monster because I really like that convention. I have a lot of friends that do Days of the Dead, so I'm definitely going to do Days of the Dead as well, mainly just to go hang out. I don't have many celebrities at Days that I expect to get autographs from, except for the Return of the Living Dead cast. I didn't get their autographs in Vegas, so I think I'm going to take advantage of it then. So, AB, are you going to be there? You don't know which one you want to go to? Hey, definitely let me know. I'm going to be at both, so we're going to finally get a chance to meet. And who knows? Some of the other people may show up. Bumper's not too far away. Bumper may pull up. Because I think Bumper did say that he may pull up that weekend. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean more towards Mad Monster for that one because, I go to Days of the Dead every year for Vegas. And I pretty much know what to expect for for Days. I'd probably only stop by for maybe if they do an after party for Days, but Mad Monster has a ton of stuff going on, with the after parties and stuff. So I'll likely do that one. You're gonna do the diorama view on the Jason barn. Yo, that Jason barn looks so good, Captain Spaulding. Like excellent portrayal of Friday the 13th Part 3. Yeah, why they always have cons in AZ in the summer. Should be more cons in October when it's cooler out. Yeah, for sure. Because when I went to Days last year, what was it, July? My goodness, that sun was so oppressive. Like, wow, that sun was hitting. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying to get press passes for either Mad Monster or Days, but they haven't contacted me back. So I'm probably going to end up doing a weekend for Mad Monster and then just Saturday for Days to kind of save my wallet some. You'll probably go to both in AZ. All right, so you'll get a chance to hang out with me and AB then. Because I'm going to get AB out. We're going to hang out. It's been a long time coming. No problem at all, Captain Spaulding. There's a lot of the substance in this too. It is very, so appropriate because there's a lot of David Cronenberg in The Substance. Yeah, I'm definitely going more so for the guest list with Mad Monster because, of course, Robert England's going to be there. So it'd be another opportunity to meet the old man. And with VIP not sold out just yet, that's actually that's a very good sign because with Days of the Dead being there, they're going to split the difference in regards to who's going to be there. So there's a good chance that you could possibly get Robert England's autograph without having to get VIP. I'm not willing to chance it ever again after my Texas Frightmare experience. I'm like, I'll never take that chance of trying to get Robert's autograph without VIP. I'll just rather save my time and pay that extra money. Substance was your movie of the year. Substance was very high on my movies of the year. I think Substance was maybe 2 or 3 on my list. I have to relook, but it was very high. So Bumper says he'll be at Days Saturday, then Mad Monster for Sunday. Okay, cool, cool. Ooh, ooh, hands roll, fingers roll. Ooh, that's so cool. That looks nice. That hand shot, beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful gore in this. That blood splatter is very tenebrae. That reminds me a lot of the blood spray from the hand being chopped off in Tenebrae. I wonder if that is a Tenebrae callback and shout out. What do you guys think? I'm so ready to see that Looney Tunes movie. I may see that with the kiddo tomorrow. He's on spring break, so we're looking for fun stuff to do. So that may be a matinee watch for us tomorrow. You should get a hotel in downtown Phoenix. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna stare at the Clarendon, which is the 420 friendly hotel, and it's like maybe 10 to 15 minutes away from Days of the Dead, and maybe like 22 minutes away from Mad Monster Party. So definitely make sure to check that out. Oh, look, it's your kitchen. Yeah, it took you 3 days to meet John Carpenter. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just like, I'm just not gonna be willing to take that chance. Yeah, the golden ticket thing is a bit interesting sometimes. Yeah, I've seen people do those. It's a bit interesting. Oh, the kiddo. Oh, oh wow. Sorry, kid. Or this could be another assassin. That I think about it. Oh wow. This ending. Oh, we may actually have like a few more minutes left of this. Wow. It's a Jello reference. Let's see. I hope to catch Robert England sometime at a con. He's always been at the top of your list. Yeah, Lori. I chased Robert England for a couple of years before I was able to actually get him. Yeah, I mean, the lines for Robert are crazy. And if they're crazy with him charging $125 plus for a signature, it makes me think what these fans are smoking in regards to why they believe Robert England should charge $25 to $40 for his autograph. Are you wanting his lines to get even longer? Like him charging $125 is actually culling his line some because can you imagine how long the lines would be? The endless waves of merchandise that people would buy. Yep, I knew it was another assassin. Yeah. Just the sheer amount of merchandise, the waves of people, the carts that people bring in to get signatures. It would never stop, guys. And not only that, but poor Robert, he's dealing with arthritis. So you want this man's hand to be ripped to shreds for $25 to $40 per autograph, with him being horror royalty. I don't get people. I don't get people sometimes. Do it. Kiddos on spring break also. Nice. Yes, yes. It's the only one in Phoenix that I'm aware of. AB. It's called the Clarendon. CLARENDON. And they actually have like a smoking lounge in there, I believe, as well. It's not horror, but theaters are showing Rad on Thursday, followed by the new documentary. Ooh, I have to see if they have a showing for that in DFW, Tony. I love Rad. I had to show up at 3:30 a.m. at Texas Frightmare just to get that ticket. I was first person at the door that day. Yeah, I got up at me and my family, we got up somewhere around that same time for Robert Englund, and the line was capped way before we even got there. So thankfully we got there to meet Brad Dourif that same day. So it wasn't a complete wash. But my goodness. And then to know that late Sunday they were calling people to get John Carpenter's autograph because people got discouraged or people left or people got, reserved and pretty much didn't show up. So you could have got that autograph without having to get up super early, right? But like I always say, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, as they say. So that's how I felt about getting my VIP for Robert Englund at Terracon. Even though I didn't need it, I could have just gotten up probably just 1 hour earlier and received it. So crazy. Man, that was a good film, guys. I love that film. That was really good. I love spy assassin thriller type vibes, and then the fact that they mixed it with a body horror. Very good film. I really like Possessor. Well, I was mad because I flew from Vegas to that and paid $1,000 for the hotel. Oh man, bumper. Yeah, which bumper were you at? You were probably at the Westin. Were you at the Westin? Yeah, I'm glad that persistence really paid off, bumper, for real. And it made it all worth it though. And not only that, but you get to have a bit of a story coming back away from that. And things totally work out because, I could have been bummed with the fact that I didn't meet Robert Englund the time that I wanted to. But because I got up early and I had that place in line, I was at the perfect spot to leave and go to Brad Dourif's line and to be one of the last people to receive Brad Dourif's autograph before his flight out of Texas Frightmare. Literally, we were among the last few people to get Brad Dourif's autograph that Sunday. So it all worked out. Me too, Vera. I was happy because I had met him. Lori, it's crazy. A lot of people really expect that. A lot of people have these really unreal expectations that really kill me. And then not only that, but these will also be the same people that post on social media whenever they find out about a celebrity dying broke. So they're just like, oh my gosh, it's so horrible that they died with only such and such amount of dollars to their name. Why didn't the fans support them more? I'm like, dude, you would have been the type of person complaining about how much they're charging for an autograph, or you're the type. I get some of these people that make comments online and they're just like, you have to be so miserable because you expect the most out of these celebrities without giving anything really back other than necessarily being a fan. So I'm like, okay, I mean, you bought a DVD and you're a fan of this movie and you bought a lot of merch for stuff that may not have actually gone to the artists and, actors and crew members that you're not a fan, that you are a fan of. So why not continue to help them? Hey, the memories that Robert Englund has provided me, I have absolutely no problem shelling out 125 per signature for that man. I am very happy to show my appreciation with that. Like, just for instance, like if you would have told 8-year old Brendan that you would have had a chance to meet Robert England, but the only thing you have to do is scrounge up $125 and wait in line, I would have did so much stuff to get extra allowance. I would have recycled so many like aluminum cans and stuff. I mean, hey, I would have been one of those guys like breaking into breaking into like abandoned buildings, grabbing like copper and stuff like that. Hey man, I got to get that Robert England fix, right? But yeah, yeah, hey, you're right, AB. We don't have that much time left with Robert England. I mean, think about how many people were shocked about the news with Tony Todd. I mean, we're losing horror icons left and right, and you know, there's a lot more days behind them than in front of them. So I'm very happy to show my appreciation for him, and not only that, but for his wife, because his wife actually helps out a lot with receiving signatures and sending receiving merchandise and sending signatures out. She handles all the orders. So I mean, when Robert's gone, if she's still around, I would love for her to continue to live as comfy as possible. And for a lot of these celebrities, that's what they're doing it for. They're doing it to, have a nice nest egg for their family. Their kids deserve that. Their families deserve that. So I think about that. Hey, that's a cool way of showing my appreciation. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Solid pick. Definitely want to rewatch it. Yeah, that was a really good flick. Like I really enjoyed it. Av, yeah, Brad is so nice. He was such a sweet guy. Very soft spoken and very cool. Wasn't anything like I would have expected him to be, but I mean that in a good way. He was very calming. Kind of like like someone mentioned earlier, reminds you of an uncle in a way. Let's see. Yeah, you got to get in line early for Brad. Like, I'm so happy that I happened to get him, and it was literally at the beginning of the convention. So as soon as they came through and said, "Hey guys, Robert England's line is capped. You're probably not going to meet him." I'm like, "All right, the next person that I want to meet is Brad Dourif." Like, that's the same convention that I met. That I met. My goodness. Oh goodness, it's so crazy. Carl Weathers. Goodness, tip of my tongue. But I had a list, a hierarchy of people. I'm like, all right, Robert England, Carl Weathers, Brad Dourif. So I got Carl Weathers immediately after being shut down for Robert. Went to Carl's line immediately, met him, tried again on Sunday, didn't work, met Brad. So it all worked out. Yeah, and then like you said, Bumper, you meet some great people in line. That's why I like to do it. If we're gonna spend time, hey, I might as well talk to the people around, compliment people on their shirts or whatever items they're getting signed. I like to ask them, hey, what are you getting signed? Or hey, that's pretty cool. You would probably have Robert sign your copy of Dead and Buried. Oh, nice. And Robert loves unique stuff getting signed. No Marriott down the street, about 2 blocks past the bars is where I stay. Okay, yeah, that Marriott is nice. Yeah, I haven't stayed there, but I've had friends that have stayed there, so I'm familiar with that one. You have a signature on the neck of glove. I need to get a signature on the glove. I'm trying to get him on all of my A Nightmare on Elm Street posters first, but I really need to get a glove. I may actually send a glove in because it's less bulk for a convention. Unless I was going to, meet him at a local convention, I could just send in the glove to get signed. Yeah, 125 isn't bad for Robert. I mean, I think that's pretty affordable for who he is. I mean, at a horror con, to be honest, Robert Englund could realistically charge Mark Hamill prices if he wanted to, and people would still, you know, pay for that. you know, so I mean, I think you're still getting. I think it's still a lot of good value, and once Robert's gone, I mean, there's gonna be resale value. One couple was odd. The guy left, and then his wife was hitting on me. It was weird. Married couples usually don't do that. Hey, one thing I learned about the horror crowd is you meet some very open minded people, and that openness sometimes extends to the marriages. I've been into some situations as well where it's just like now either you're very friendly or you're trying to arrange some things. You see, I would have been there so quick to get that autograph for me. It's priceless. He was my introduction to the horror world. Yeah, I mean, Freddy's my king. Freddy is my king. And for certain people, we have our favorite horror icons. You have people that are Jason people. You have people that are Michael Myers people. You have people that are Chucky people. I'm a proud Freddy guy. Freddy related to me as a kid. I was always a fan of the characters who were the talkers. So that is a reason why Michelangelo was my favorite Ninja Turtle. I like people with personalities, people that have fun. That's why I love, even that extends to Art the Clown, because even though he's not a talker, he has tons of personality. He doesn't need the words. So that's always cool. You would have, so absolutely gutted I never got to meet Mr. Todd. Yeah, same here, AB. I wanted to meet Todd, and when I was in Vegas, I missed him by one day. Like I should have stayed that extra day to meet Tony Todd, but I had an idea that I was going to meet him, but I'm assuming now with what I know now with what he was going through, he was doing a lot of West Coast cons, so he was probably staying close to home because he didn't want to deal with travel with his health and things of that nature, and then dealing with post COVID and everything. So I could kind of see that's why I didn't run into many conventions that Tony Todd was at. Your daughter's a huge fan of Tony Todd? Yeah, Tony Todd was awesome. Yeah, in Texas you will get all kinds of people, but for the most part, people here are friendly. Oh yeah, I love the fans at Texas Frightmare for sure. And it brings in a good amount of people from abroad. There's a lot of people from Europe that come into Texas Frightmare, which I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, most of us shared convention pics with each other and talked about films. Yeah, it's a perfect way to pass time, and you meet some very cool people that in a lot of cases you'll become friends with for life. He and Mark were roommates back in the day. Really, I didn't know him. He and Mark were roommates back in the day, but that makes sense. Robert is to thank for Mark auditioning for Star Wars. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think I remember hearing that story. That's so crazy. Yeah, carrying posters. Yeah, it's such an anxiety inducing thing because they're so fragile. And me, most of my posters are for personal use, so I don't mind a slight bend here and there or a fold. I think that adds to character. Like for instance, like if I see an original poster from like the '80s or something, and I see a little tear or a little rip or a little fold, I don't mind that. I think that adds character to it. And I'm just like, well, I mean, this is a piece of paper that's from the '80s. I mean, it's not going to get through here unscathed. But even though I mean my posters, I don't have many original posters. I only have a couple. But yeah, it's definitely very trauma inducing. Like for instance, at Horror Hound, I'm so mad because I'm looking at it right now. I won an Abigail poster um from Horror Hound through their promo, and this is original. Like it's all great Abigail poster. It would be amazing to get signed, but TSA like I didn't bring my my poster protector because I wasn't expecting to bring back any posters, and TSA put a crazy fold in my Abigail poster, and it looks horrible. So I'm gonna see if there's any way to possibly fix that. But yeah, I'm not getting any autographs on that one, even though it would be perfect to get it. Yeah, yeah, the upside down pineapples, AV. uh, yeah, yeah. She was hunting for giants. Bumper. That, you know what? That's so crazy to think that in the alternate universe, there's Robert England as Han Solo. And you know what? Who else? Someone else auditioned for Han Solo. Wasn't that like Tom Selleck? Someone else? Like I think Tom Selleck auditioned for Han Solo as well. Yeah, I love Ralph too. Like Michelangelo's my favorite, followed by Ralph. Yeah, it's a part of the poster story. Yeah, yeah. TSA really messed me up on that. Yeah, the crazy thing is I have a few poster cases, but this is just a poster that I won in the giveaway because at the after parties at Horror Hound, one of my favorite things about Horror Hound is that they give away all types of free swag. So whenever there's a new movie, they receive stuff from the studios, and this Abigail poster was so awesome. That's what it was, Indiana Jones. That's what it was. Thanks for the help, Josh. I love hearing about the people that auditioned for something and didn't get the role. Yeah, yeah, those poster restrictions. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, they're just like, hey, what's this? And they ended up bending it, and I'm just like, ah. But it still looks pretty cool. Oh, speaking of which, guys, let me give you guys the announcement in regards to this week's disgraceful double feature. So give me 1 second, guys. Hold on, be right back. Alrighty, guys, I am back. Okay, so he did turn down Han Solo. Okay, okay, I thought I remembered hearing that, but it's cool to know that he was supposed to be Indiana Jones as well. I'm a huge Tom Selleck fan. Tom Selleck was just one of those dudes, one of the best mustaches of all time. But yeah, so in regards to tomorrow's disgraceful double features, guys, of course the films that we will be showing are Night of the Demons, starring our everyone's favorite Scream Queen, the Scream Queen's favorite Scream Queen, Linnea Quigley. And the second feature will be The Stuff. And I absolutely love the stuff. I have a canister of the stuff that I got from Nightmare Toys back there. But remember, remember when he shot that nun? Oh man, yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, shooting that nun is high on the list for sure. But thanks to the great contributions of one Happy Toys and Collectibles, aka Donovan, in the chat group, one of our fellow members of the GBG, the Greenbook Gang. He has donated for the cause to give away on the channel tomorrow two canisters of the stuff from his business, Happy Toys and Collectibles. So, guys, I will be giving away two containers of the stuff on our upcoming disgraceful double features tomorrow. So, in order to win one of these containers of the stuff, come through tomorrow for the live watch party, like the video, and hang out with us. And if you are in the chat, I will enter your name into the giveaway. And if you so happen to be one of our two lucky winners, I will send out one of our containers of the stuff to your awesome abode. So thank you so much, Happy Toys and Collectibles, or Donovan, as I know him, for your contributions to the group, guys. This is such a great community here with the Horror Green Book, guys. I am so appreciative of each and every one of you. And guys, Donovan has a lot of cool items for a store. Once he gets his eBay set up, he will actually be putting the link in to the vendor room so that you guys can check out some of his stuff. And if you, I think he'll be doing some more cons in the future. But once he sets up at future cons, he will be announcing it in the Discord and also here on the channel. So again, thank you so much for your contribution, and it was right on time, guys. Like, he actually rushed these out to me in order to make it perfect for our upcoming disgraceful double features. So guys, I mean, we have great community, guys, and with you guys sending in cool stuff like this, I'm gonna have to set up a PO box for the channel, guys, because I never would have thought that I would have this type of support where you guys will actually want to send in cool stuff to me. Like, I'm just a regular guy that loves horror, but I totally understand it, guys. I mean, I have people that I watch on YouTube that, I love watching their content, and the fact that you guys feel similar to, whatever I'm putting on this channel, it really means a lot to me, and it makes me want to put out more and more great horror related content to you travelers. So guys, definitely make sure to come out tomorrow. We're slated for 9:30 Central Standard Time. That may go up an hour or two depending on things. I have some stuff that may come up tomorrow, so if anything happens to where I may have to set this up a bit earlier, we may do it. So guys, everyone that's in here, so let's just say if I happen to have to do the double features a bit early tomorrow, would you guys be okay with that? I'm thinking at the earliest, maybe 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, which will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But if not, we may possibly move it to Wednesday, but we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm going to definitely, I love to get in the input on the travelers, but we may just go with it early because I don't want to move the day. If anything, I'd rather do it early and you guys drop in. I don't plan on doing the giveaway until the end of the disgraceful double features. So as long as you guys actually come in and leave a comment in the chat, you don't have to stay for the whole entire time. You will be counted in the giveaway. All right, we got some okays, we got some thumbs up. It looks like you guys are pretty flexible with it. And of course, guys, you can always rewatch the chat, and you can rewatch the live watch parties and everything like that. Okay, you'll try the kiddos on spring break. All right, no problem at all, AB. And regardless, if we don't hear in regards to Old Restless tomorrow, it's all on you next week for our second feature for next Tuesday. So, again, thank you guys for everything and, hanging out with me for tonight's, it's not disgraceful double features. It's our Monday live watch party here, and it was Possessor. Fantastic film. What did you guys think about Possessor? I mean, I thought it was great. Great kills. The special effects were awesome. Great camera work. I think the next generation of Cronenbergs are going to continue with making us just be all icky and say, you know what? Even though that's absolutely disgusting, that looked very cool. Yeah, no pressure at all, MB. But you know what? One thing I know about you is you have stellar taste in films. So I can't wait. Whenever you get your chance to choose, if it's not going to be this week, it will definitely be the week after. So no rush. Just kind of, just get an idea of what you may choose. If you are selected tomorrow, you'll have until Friday. But if not, you'll have a whole nother week on top of that. Stellar equals garbage. But garbage is good. We love garbage. We love that. We love some good trash here because every day here is garbage day. It was very bloody. Yeah, definitely bloody. Pleasantly surprised. Same here. Same here. I don't know why it took me so long to watch this film, but it's that damned ever growing watch list that just so happens to keep adding stuff and things slip through the cracks sometimes. But I'm even more happy to watch films like this with you guys because I can enjoy a film like that by myself, but seeing all of your reactions with it just makes it a million times better because I'm seeing the comments where someone's like, "Oh, damn," or "Oh, that's pretty cool," just to know that I'm full of I'm in a group full of people that are like minds in regards to this horror stuff. I love it. So all right, guys, we're gonna be tentative with the live watch party tomorrow. We're just gonna go with 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm gonna make an adjustment on the stream here because I'm gonna try to possibly get off a little bit earlier, and with things going with Horror Hound, I just want to make sure that I get that all squared away and have a good use of time. But all right, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me on tonight's live watch party here on the Horror Greenbook. I am your travel guide, Brendan. Thank you again so much, and letting you know that it is scary in those streets. So let me know that you made it home safely. Good night, travelers. See you tomorrow.